2 kills on the Mules otherwise. Looks like they do have that level 1 weapons upgrade though. So basically what Gorush has done is he's tried to force Templar Archives are down in the background, keep in mind for Jangbi, so he's going to start producing the Templar. Now the question is for Gorush, can he get additional expansions down? He has the Hydralisk, he needs to get that speed upgrade. And this is where I think going those Mules is going to kind of hurt him. He's been kind of down investing gas and things otherwise. He's done some economic damage, but not as much economic damage as you want to. Pushing in on those Corsairs, but again, not wise with that Weapons 1. I don't think he realized that Weapons 1 had been upgraded yet on the Corsairs, so he again, he cannot engage with those Mutalisks without really getting raked over, and it's again not wise, not recommended. It looks like that speed upgrade has been, gosh, can't talk all of a sudden. Those Overlords have been speed upgraded, so he's going to be in an okay position now to start pushing out. Really what he needs to do is he needs to go Evolution Chamber going down as well, but really he needs to do is go put some pressure up on Jangbi before that happens, before he gets a lot of Templar out, before he gets a lot of Dark Templar, where he can start pushing out and around the field. And as you can see, this has been very popular. We saw Quanro do this, we've seen Luxury do this, we've seen Yarnk do this, where they just bring their entire Overlord force with them to kind of protect, to basically do a dual protect. Kind of the risk of that is if you lose your Hydralisks though, there is a high percentage chance that you're going to end up losing your Overlords as well. And a couple, wow, Mutalisks pushing along backside. I think that was just for scouting procedure. They are going to be able to scout everything out. Now as you can see, those Corsairs pushing around. Gorush in the meantime taking the upper left-hand corner base, trying to secure additional gas, and as you can see, Jangbi trying to produce, oh man, but those Templar, Gorush getting a little panicky there as he saw those Templar. Again, keep in mind, it's very vital that he keeps those Hydralisks alive, because if he loses those Hydralisks, he's going to be in big trouble. And this is the other advantage Jangbi has, is Jangbi has that scouting all over the map now, and I think this is going to be the difference between Quanro and this Jangbi matchup, is right now, Quanro had gone Burrow and put it around the map, but oh no, Dark Templar sneaking into the third expansion, nothing there to deal with it. Now it looks like he's going to catch it without losing too much there, just before losing 2 drones, but that's still a bit of a harassment there. That could have been a lot worse. And the Dark Templar still managing to slip through, but it looks like it's going to get taken care of, that Sunken Colony. See here, the commentator's gonna, the Korean commentator's going a little bit nuts. Now Jangbi just macroing up. He's got a huge force pushing out on the ground. And the question is now can Gorush, and this is the thing, is Jangbi can bring those zealots in on the ground, go after the Overlords on top with his Corsair force, and inflict a lot of damage in between. It looks like he's running for the gap, and I don't think Gorush is in really. No, it looks like he is going to turn around. Mutalisks once again being used for spotting here as opposed to the Overlords, and now pushing up. So actually, it looks like Gorush caught that at just the right time, at just the right position here. Those zealots are speed upgraded, but you need Templar alongside. Ooh, nice Psystorm dodging there by Gorush. Really didn't even lose a single Hydralisk there. Now running up in. This is kind of I love watching matchups like this. So basically, the zealots need to try to create some sort of corner in on these Hydralisks, and then storm behind as they're escaping, as you can see. But he needs to be careful, otherwise that happens right there. He ends up storming his own zealot. Overlords pushing around, trying to do a little bit of screening right there. And this is just, wow, a nice battlefield, but it looks like Gorush is going to come out ahead here. Basically, those zealots are going to be sent home just because of Jangbi very intelligently using those Corsairs in the meantime in the background to do some scouting. That expansion, the upper left-hand corner, I have to assume is up, so it looks like we're going to see an additional gas down, so that's 3 gas for Gorush, so he's going to be in a position to do some additional teching. But no, it looks like a zealot has managed to sneak in there, get some additional kills, and that hurts for Gorush. He has to move a decent-sized group of units out of position, as you can see in those zealots, even though they're faster than the Hydralisks, and level 2 weapons as well. Keep that in mind, so he's definitely ahead in the upgrade battle, and zealots and actually I feel like Jangbi's just kind of pulling ahead here, and once again too much stuff on the screen, but we have lurkers out, and that is exactly what Gorush needed to do. Need to get lurkers out in the field to try to deal with these zealots alongside, but as you can see, there is an observer. Keep in mind there's also the Templar out in the field, so what Gorush needs is now actually to switch right back and get nice Psystorm, but once again Gorush doing an excellent job dodging out of that Psystorm, but basically what Gorush needs is he just needs to get a Corsair, I should say 6 Mutalisks out to try to pick those Templar out, or maybe a couple Zerglings around side. Needs to pick those Templar out, and as you can see, Jangbi just doing what he does, macroing up. Gorush in the meantime getting his own hatcheries up, so and now it looks like getting another Evolution Chamber down. He's going to do some dual upgrade action here, and I wouldn't be surprised, and it looks like he's just going to dedicate actually with this kind of attack. These are the units we're going to see in the game. Doesn't look like he's planning on teching up at this point, feeling confident with this unit set. And Jangbi, it looks like he's just trying to secure that bottom right-hand expansion. He's produced some Dragoons along the side to deal with that Lurker force. And actually, wouldn't be surprised if we saw a drop here in a minute from Gorush. And it looks like a Lurker managing to sneak through, spotting out that bottom right-hand expansion. And I don't see any units in, actually, no, it looks like the unit's just around the middle of the map. Now going to have to back up. Unfortunately, that exposes the natural expansion, the mineral-only expansion. I don't think Gorush is going to bait for it. Looks like he's going to take the 12 o'clock location in the meantime. And so this is turning into a really interesting macro, kind of overhead macro matchup, and that Lurker's not going to last very long. Only level 1 Carapace against 2 Zealots with level 2 weapons. Yeah, died pretty quickly. Valiant death, though. In the meantime, as you can see, Gorush trying to create some sort of contain. Jangbi moving to the 6 o'clock location and moving out with a couple of those Dragoons as well. Almost treating those Lurkers as tanks here, and Jangbi, as you can see, both kind of the battle lines being drawn, trying to get some another forge, so it looks like he's going to go with some additional weapons upgrade as well. Those Dragoons getting caught. Nice storm once again by Jangbi. There's one thing you cannot fault Jangbi for is generally his storms, and a Dark Templar drop inside the base of Gorush. It looks at the main. First of all, he's going to get a nice spot at tech. There's no overlords nearby at all, and no defensive units anywhere in the area, so those drones completely exposed. Going to have to pull off that gas, and that is the biggest portion of that is pulling off the gas. Looks like some Zerglings being sent in, but those Zerglings are one-shot kills, and also Jangbi's going to get an eyeful of that tech up to lair, seeing that Queen's Nest down. A little bit of delay there, and he's going to get a couple Zergling kills along them in the meantime. Now the Scourge are being sent in patrol, as well as a Spore Colony going up in the backside. So Jangbi positioning up. Actually, I've got to say, both players seem about dead even at this point. Jangbi a little bit ahead as far as upgrades go, but Gorush, keep in mind, teching to Hive, and the Corsairs looked like they spotted that 12 o'clock location out, but I feel like Jangbi, I'm sorry, that Gorush is just had his expansions, his additional expansions up a little bit ahead, so I feel like he's a larger unit count, but it looks like Jangbi's going to try to even that up right now, catching Gorush while he was a little bit idle, and I actually take that back. I thought this was a larger force here in the middle of the map for Gorush, so it looks like Jangbi is going to be able to crash down, is going to be able to take out that 12 o'clock location. I just thought Gorush had done a better job of macro management. No, there's the main forces of his grouping coming up from the south. You can see a lot of, just going to try to impale this force, and now Jangbi is somewhat trapped here. Looks like he's just going to push into it, though, and beautiful Psystorm. Wow, not a very good dodging job there by Gorush, losing a ton of Hydralisks, and this is going to allow Jangbi to push into that 12 o'clock expansion once again. A couple Zerglings pushing alongside, but no, Lurker's trying to gather up there. Maybe if Gorush can get in there and pick off those observers. I just don't think it's going to happen, though, and I just feel like it's an uphill fight, especially against that level 2 weapons. Jangbi doing exactly what he needs to do, but getting picked off a little bit. No more Zealots in that grouping, so Zerglings are going to be able to clean that up, and having to, he's out of Storm as well, so it looks like he is going to be able to defend this. Wow, excellent job by Gorush, but both players basically going to zero supply here. No, it doesn't. I take it back. Looks like the Dragoons are going to survive. I expected to see a secondary attack force up there in the area, so pushing in. I just no Psystorm left, I think, on that Templar. I think there is an Archon there, as you can see, just destroying things. More Hydralisks pushing up, trying to do what they can. Just not going to be enough. Another beautiful Psystorms by Jangbi, and another Archon being forth there. So that hatchery at the 12 o'clock location is going to go down. So that's a big blow, actually, to Gorush, and it looks like he's going to bring up some Scourge. Doesn't have an Overlord in that area, and taking out one Corsair, but just not going to be enough for 5 Scourge, essentially. So Gorush right now just bringing up everything he can to try to re-secure this expansion, but just getting melted to that level 2 weapons of that Archon. Just getting melted there, and I really feel like the momentum is severely shifted into Jangbi's favor. He's just taken out that 12 o'clock expansion. He secured the 6 o'clock expansion in the meantime. Gorush needs to do something drastic. Well, not drastic. He needs to do something here, though. He needs to go deny an expansion, take out a middle expansion. Looks like the 6 o'clock is starting to be secured, and Jangbi just brilliantly moving in defense across the middle of the map. Zerglings starting to stream through. I don't think that's going to be enough. As you can see, trying to strike an economic blow. So Gorush is essentially down to 3 gases. His main doing okay because he's Zerg, but still way behind as far as the upgrades go. Let's see what he's going to go with. Probably Defilers, I should say, as soon as it goes down. I was actually going to say Ultralisks, but changing my mind as soon as I saw the building actually go down. So it looks, I'm surprised he's going with Ultralisks, though, because with the level 2 melee weapons, he needs to be more worried about the Zealots and less worried about the Dragoons. So I'm kind of surprised he's going with the Defilers. We'll see if he decides to go directly to play. Gorush just trying to keep Jangbi on his toes in the meantime, and dedicating to mostly a Zergling force here. So maybe he's just going to go with the Adrenaline upgrade with the Plague, but honestly, against that level 2 weapons, I just don't think it's going to be enough. And I think there's level 1 armor, it looks like, alongside as well, and still at level 1. No, I'm sorry, level 2 Carapace now for Gorush in the meantime. And now, yeah, pushing up this expansion. I just don't see this expansion holding up to this onslaught. Beautiful storms on the Zerglings coming in. As you can see, all that Zergling blood underneath, and Archons being morphed in, and man, this is completely, out of Gorush's hands now. Just getting overrun, and just doesn't have the units to cope. Yeah, Jangbi just taking over macro management wise. Might be able to take those Archons out. Doesn't manage to get that first Archon, and as you can see, ouch. Doesn't look like he has a melee weapons upgrade either. So yeah, completely in the breach here. Those just losing hatcheries here and there. We're going to see a GG in a few seconds here, unless something absolutely drastic happens for Gorush, and I mean something incredible, and like a miracle drop or something. And I just don't see it happening. Oh, there's GG, and wow. So Gorush ends up falling to Jangbi, the rising star for Samsung, and as you can see the frustration on his face. He did have an opportunity to win that, I think, but just the weapons upgrade just kind of let it slip out of his hands. The big turning point, I think, was that that probe scout. Once that probe scout got in and just ended up spotting that spire, I think that was basically it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for listening. Once again, go to sc2gg.com. You can hang out and chat. We're all the commentators, well, most of the commentators chill there on a regular basis, and if you want to contribute, contact Radival on the forums. You can search for him or talk to him on IRC, and we'll try to help you with everything you need. Anyway, thank you for listening, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, peace out.